You can't win a league if your defense is ass cheeks. I don't want to officially give up on the league title because that's not how I roll. Okay, because that's so you guys who speak fluent so that's not how I roll. But I wanted this. I'm putting the word out to your boy Maresca out there because just this needs to do. So we'll just look at some stats here, some numbers that just tell you the issues that Chelsea are running into. So 29 goals scored. That's all cool. What is a big issue here? One penalty. So what does that tell you if only one penalty has been scored by the world champs? It means that the wingers are ass cheeks. And it means that the strikers are not doing enough. Because Chelsea have played, most of the sides that Chelsea have played have been inferior to Chelsea. There are only maybe 3, maybe 4 sides that you say are superior to Chelsea, talent-wise. Most teams in the league are inferior to them. So what you'd want are your wingers, back in the day, a freaking Zard, to put that defender under pressure, to make runs into the box and be able to now force those defenders into making a challenge. And again, it's like a numbers game. The more times you keep force the issue, asking questions of that to the defender and really trying to say what's up and go direct into the hearts of that the defense, they're going to make a mistake. But what do we have? Pedro Neto, Garnacho, Kittens. Palmer has been injured. Esteban gets hardly used. You don't have enough guys saying what's up and asking the right questions. If someone looks at Garnacho, they're like, bro, if you're a defender with half a brain and you see Garnacho running at you, stand there. Because he's not going to do anything of any threat. Kittens only freaking purrs and meows. Pedro Neto, he might do something, and that's the issue. These wingers are not elaborate enough, confident enough, or skillful enough to run into the penalty box to say what's up and to give Chelsea a better chance of creating chances and scoring enough G's. Shout out to your boy Moses Kai. Do you know what's so crazy? That's what's so crazy. Robert Sanchez is the second highest rated player here. Now, shout out to him. He's improved. We already know about Kai's baby, Chelsea's best player. Palmer's been injured. But the fact that Robert Sanchez is the second highest rated player is an issue. Because this now links into the defense. Because if he's that highly rated, it can't just be of clean sheets. It must be saves that he's making. And my thing is that how is Robert Sanchez having to make saves and be better than Pedro, than Garnacho, than Kittens, Enzo, any of these guys? How? So that's an issue there. Another big issue. Let's look at this right now. Pedro is a top scorer with five goals. I was told a lie. I'm sorry. 17 games gone. I thought he'd at least be on double digits. At least I thought he'd be on 10 or 11 goals. The fact that he's only on 5 goals in 17 games is an issue. I look down, Neto on 5, Enzo on 4, Kai's baby on 3, Trevor Chalobah on 3. Trevor Chalobah, a defender, is only 2 goals behind the top scorer in this team. I'm sorry, that's messed up. So can you now see the issue that we're having here? Now this is where it gets key. Every possession, clean sheets. Okay, fine. 8 clean sheets. That's actually not bad. That's actually surprising that Chelsea has 8 clean sheets. But there's a key thing I want to see here, which is big chances missed. So you can view big chances missed in one of 2 ways. So Chelsea are 8th with 23 big chances missed. The most are City and Arsenal. So you're like, oh, 23 big chances missed. That's fine. But do the math. If City and Arsenal are the top 2 teams and they have big chances missed as the top 2 teams, what does that mean? They're creating chances. So you may score, so you could win a game like 3-1. but miss 4 big chances. But as long as you're creating chances, again, it's a numbers game. As long as you're creating chances, you're going to score a high number of goals. The more good chances you create, the more likely you are to score goals. The less big chances you create, the less likelihood you are of scoring goals. So it makes sense that City and Arsenal have the most big chances missed based on how good they're able at creating chances and opportunities. Say, which one about Arsenal? Set piece merchants, 33 big chances missed. It means that they're actually saying something. But the fact that Chelsea are 8th here shows you that the attacking doing good enough. This shows you that Palmer was missed. And it shows you again that the wingers are ass chicks. The wingers can't shoot on targets. The wingers cannot create for the striker. And the wingers are not imaginative or creative enough to say, what's up? It's a freaking issue. So can you see what I'm dealing with here? But I think the big thing is XG conceded. So Chelsea are 11th with the amount of XG considered. So the top two are Arsenal and City. So obviously, the lower it is, the better it is, because the lower it is means that your defense is actually doing well, which means that your defense is not giving the potential ability for guys to concede those goals. So if you look at it right now, so Chelsea have conceded 17 goals, but the XG is 2023. So that's down to the opponents being trash, not down to how good Chelsea defense are. The fact that Chelsea are 11th with 23 XG conceded shows you that the defense is giving up too many opportunities. And we are just fortunate enough that once we've given up those opportunities to the opponents, that they've not been able to convert them. This is clear evidence that the defense is trash. And what I try to explain to people is there has never, ever in the history of any league has it been a team that has won a league with a bad defense. You either have a good defense or an outstanding attack. And even if you have an outstanding attack, you control games. I'll give you a good example. Liverpool in the 13-14 season with the racist Cannibal, they had an amazing attack, but the defense was trash, and that was their undoing. City, 100 points. City, 98 points. The defense was decent, but what did City do? You can defend in one of two ways. Traditional defending, which means that you're just a good defensive team, like the Chelsea 04-05 team. But the other way of defending is keeping possession. Because if we keep possession of the ball for a high period of time and we press high, so we restrict the amount of possession the opponents have and restrict the amount of opportunities they have to create chances, that is another form of defense. So high-level possession is a way of defending because you are restricting the opponents from having chances. Chelsea don't have a good traditional defense because we're not repping Badiashile, Wesley Fofana, or Tosin. And Chelsea don't keep the ball for a long period of time enough to be able to restrict them from defending. And Chelsea are not scoring enough goals and converting enough chances to be able to offset a bad defense. So the issue is if Chelsea don't sort out their trash-ass defense, they are not sniffing any league title. Maresca, are you listening? If I want my EPL, I needed to get a defender en janvier. For those that don't speak French, I need a defender in damn January. Get it done. Bastoni, come on through. Let's make it happen. Because this, I can't work under these conditions.